Rupert Sheldrake versus the Scientific Establishment by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Rupert Sheldrake is a prominent figure in the world of science, known for his controversial views that challenge the traditional scientific establishment. His theories and research have sparked intense debate and criticism from the scientific community, leading to a polarising divide between supporters and sceptics. Rupert Sheldrake is a British biologist and parapsychology researcher, best known for his concept of morphic resonance and his exploration of unconventional phenomena such as telepathy and precognition. Sheldrake obtained his PhD in biochemistry from the University of Cambridge and has held various academic positions throughout his career. He has written several books, including A New Science of Life and The Science Delusion, in which he challenges the fundamental assumptions of modern science. Rupert Sheldrake believes that the scientific establishment's insistence on adhering strictly to empirically verifiable data has led to a dismissal of unconventional ideas and theories that may actually hold merit. He argues that this narrow-mindedness limits our understanding of the natural world and hinders innovation in science. By promoting open-minded inquiry in scientific research, Sheldrake advocates for exploring new ideas and perspectives that may challenge existing beliefs. One of Sheldrake's most controversial ideas is the theory of morphic resonance, which proposes that there is a collective memory inherent in nature that shapes the form and behaviour of living organisms. According to Sheldrake, this memory is not stored in the brain, but in a non-local field that connects all members of a species. This concept challenges the traditional understanding of biological inheritance and evolution, as it suggests that organisms can draw on a collective memory to acquire new traits and behaviours. When applied to the concept of telepathy, morphic resonance suggests that individuals can communicate non-verbally through this shared memory or connection. Proponents of this idea argue that telepathy can be explained by the interconnectedness of all living things through this morphic field. Critics, however, often dismiss such claims as lacking empirical evidence and scientific rigour. In addition to his work on morphic resonance, Sheldrake has conducted research on phenomena such as telepathy and precognition, which are often dismissed by the scientific establishment as pseudoscience. Sheldrake's experiments involving telepathic communication between humans and animals, as well as his studies on the anticipatory behaviour of organisms, have been met with scepticism and criticism from mainstream scientists. Sheldrake's unconventional theories and research have been met with strong resistance from the scientific establishment. Critics argue that his ideas lack empirical evidence and are not supported by established scientific principles. Many have labelled his work as pseudoscience and have accused him of promoting unfounded claims that undermine the credibility of genuine scientific inquiry. Sheldrake's appearances in the media and public lectures have often been met with protests and attempts to discredit his ideas. Some of Rupert Sheldrake's presentations have been banned from YouTube channels, and this can be seen as a form of censorship that limits the dissemination of his ideas and research to a wider audience. This action raises questions about the boundaries of free speech and the power dynamics within the scientific establishment when it comes to challenging mainstream beliefs. The controversy surrounding Rupert Sheldrake's work raises important questions about the nature of scientific inquiry and the resistance to new ideas within the scientific community. Some scholars argue that Sheldrake's challenges to mainstream scientific paradigms mirror historical episodes of scientific revolution, such as the Copernican revolution and the acceptance of the theory of evolution. They contend that the rejection of Sheldrake's ideas reflects a dogmatic adherence to prevailing scientific beliefs and a reluctance to entertain alternative perspectives. The debate between Rupert Sheldrake and the scientific establishment has broader implications for the philosophy of science and the demarcation between legitimate scientific inquiry and pseudoscience. Sheldrake's supporters argue that his work exemplifies the need for a more open and inclusive approach to scientific exploration, one that is willing to consider unconventional hypotheses and empirical evidence that may challenge existing paradigms. Critics, however, maintain that Sheldrake's ideas lack empirical support and do not meet the criteria for scientific legitimacy. The controversy surrounding Rupert Sheldrake's work also raises questions about the role of public engagement and scientific communication. Sheldrake has been a vocal critic of what he refers to as the science delusion, which he describes as the dogmatic belief in the materialist worldview and the dismissal of phenomena that do not fit within this framework. He has called for a more open dialogue between scientists and the public, advocating for a broader understanding of the natural world that incorporates both empirical evidence and subjective experience. Overall, the debate between Rupert Sheldrake and the scientific establishment reflects the complex and contentious nature of scientific inquiry. Sheldrake's theories and research challenge established scientific paradigms and have sparked intense criticism from mainstream scientists. The ongoing debate raises important questions about the boundaries of legitimate scientific inquiry, the role of public engagement, and the potential for paradigm shifts in our understanding of the natural world. Whether Sheldrake's ideas will ultimately be embraced or rejected by the scientific community remains an open and unresolved question, but the discussion surrounding his work serves as a compelling case study in the dynamics of scientific controversy and the pursuit of knowledge.